Hello everyone. Welcome to my live stream. Hope everyone is doing really well. Happy Wednesday. We are so close to Christmas, y'all. Can you believe that? Next, Thursday? Yeah, next Thursday. So we are pretty much around the corner. Before we get into continuing the build, how's everyone doing? Just want to check in and see if everyone is good, that you've enjoyed your day, you're having a good holiday season. As quickly as the holidays come, they go. So it takes forever to get here, and now in the blink of an eye to be gone. So hopefully you've done all your Christmas shopping or you're close to finish. I think I might be finished. I'm not sure yet. We're gonna see. Tomorrow's gonna, be the tell for me because I have to go out tomorrow, so I don't have to work all day, thankfully. But we are going to be continuing the Modern Country Cottage, and I did make some changes to it. I'm not sure if I want to keep this window here or not because I really wanted it to kind of really connect to the bottom half. So I'm leaning towards taking this window out. Yeah, I kind of feel like it will look better without it. But I did make some changes here. Not too many. From the last time, I think I was live, I added a little bit of clutter outside and I worked on, the plants and everything outside. I didn't do any flowers, anything on this side or like back here in the back of the house. Mainly just like right here, the front, and the main side, like the main places I know the Sims may be. I do still need to do a little bit of like detail work where like the little seat is here and the swings are back here. But I know I call this a modern country cottage because technically that's what it was supposed to be. But as usual, when I'm trying to build a small house, it turns out medium or extremely large. But I'm really liking the way that this is looking. So while I'm doing a little bit of touch ups here, we can do a little chit chatting. Um, So I don't know if anyone been keeping up with like the whole like Candace Owens TPUSA thing. Like I almost I don't know, y'all. Like I feel like I understand, but I'm just like, are we to the point where we are done hearing about it, or do we want to keep hearing about it? That's the point. I think where I'm at. I'm just like, I don't know what else we can find out at this point. I know she had like a whole conversation with Erica Kirk, which I think she went live, was it yesterday or today about it? But I'm just like, I don't know. I feel like you're not going to get 100% of the truth. You're going to get a piece of it. That's just kind of like where I'm at with it. But, I understand, there's a lot of people who were definitely hurt by what happened. And to see it live, I think is even worse. Yeah, kind of like, I don't know. I'm sorry, I'm looking at this chimney now. I'm trying to decide, do I want to lower the wall? But, the whole situation is sad in general. But I don't know if we're at the point as a society where we're just like, this may not lead to where we all, or most of us, let me not say we all, but where most people will want it to go. I hate that it happened, and y'all, I saw it, and I know the footage is pretty much, scrubbed from the internet, or just about scrubbed, but I'm gonna tell you it was gruesome, and I wouldn't wish that on anybody. Like, I don't care what your opinions are. I said that before, like when it originally happened. What, like, has it been like 3 months? Like, no one should leave this earth in that manner. And I know there are plenty of people who have had, family members that have been, you know, unalived in all kind of other manners. Y'all know what I'm saying? Without me going too much into it and YouTube flagging me, but I'm like, I don't know if we're ever gonna get the truth from this one, at least. Yeah, I kind of like the top of that chimney poking out. So I wish her the best of luck on, talking to TPUSA, Erica Kirk, and all that. I hope everything was productive because I haven't watched, the video or anything like that. But I hope everything was productive, and I hope that she got what she needed. I don't think she will ever have closure. Matter of fact, I don't think any of them will 100% ever have closure because you don't really know why a person does something. I mean, you have maybe a small idea of why they've done what they've done, but even that doesn't always give you the closure that you may be looking for. And so I feel like, I don't think she's going to get the closure that she really is looking for, if that is, what she's looking for. But, what do I know? I'm just outside looking in, or outsider looking in. So, but, I wish them all the best of luck. I don't know what's going to happen for any of you conspiracy theorists out there. Of course, you can always educate me. I'm always open to learning new things because, we're none of us are really experts, when it comes down to just about anything. We may get the title given to us or people may call us that, but none of us are 100% experts on anything. It'd be great, if that was the case, but in this instance, probably not. What else is going on in the world? So much stuff going on, right? It's just like, ugh. Oh, I almost forgot. The Diddy documentary, I know I talked about this, like maybe, what, the live before last, and I tell you guys, you have to watch it. It is interesting, and there were some things that I think I was surprised about, but like a lot of people said, it was old stories told in new ways or new lights, or with a new revelation for a lot of folks. And you got to hear from people who are actually there, different sides of the story. Like, of course, Gene Deal, he's been talking for a while. There's a lot of people been talking. Day 26 has started talking. Aubrey, Kurt Bros was talking in the beginning, and there's a few other people that were talking, right? So it's like, it's just, you know, a lot of people are saying it's just the same thing we've all heard, or most of us have heard, and it's just told in a different way. Well, now, Marlon Wayans and 50 Cent. Now, I, I always say, don't roast a Wayans because you are messing with fire, because they will roast you so bad that you will not be able to show your face in public. It's just like their roast game is just really, really good. And so I'm up here watching 50 Cent and Marlon Wayans go back and forth. And I'm like, I don't know. Like, y'all tell me, like, do you feel like it's an even match? Or do you feel like because of Marlon's skill, he's winning? Because I'm going to be real with you. I don't think he's winning. 50 Cent is, I think, his match. He's like, okay, bring it. And now they want to bring the children into it. Even though I know 50 Cent's son is, grown. He's not a child by any means. But it's just like, ugh, I don't know, y'all. I'm just like, this is going to keep getting rough and ugly before it gets better. Oh, I just saw the painting I want to use. Oh, wait, no. I want to do a brown frame. But I tell you, between the Diddy documentary, 50 Cent and Marlon Wayans going back and forth, and now they're up here like, oh, they're gonna go and do a form of the movie Reckoning, not movie, but the documentary Reckoning with 50 Cent's son Marquise. I'm like, why, Marlon? Like, why would you do that? so petty. It's petty and it's funny because I'm just like, you don't know. 50 Cent do not care. When the internet said that they got the right person to do this documentary, they were not lying because 50 Cent is like, he's ready. He's ready for it. Oh, you know what? I forgot. I'm gonna put just a run in my mouth, y'all. And I completely forgot to show you the rooms that I finished. So the living room, I did go back and do a little bit decor and stuff when I came off live the other night. And I'm going to move this because I forgot that I wanted to do a tree because this bill is going to be a little bit festive for the holidays. So I'm going to be moving this around. I think I want to put the tree kind of like right there. So where do I want to put this plant? Could just stick it like right here for right now. And that kind of sort of conceals the dog bed just a little bit. Get a dog, a little privacy, you know. But I don't know. I'm just like, Marlon, I don't think you want to do this. Like, just leave this man alone. Go on about your business. And, you know, oop, that's definitely not what I wanted to do. Oh my gosh, I forgot. I don't want to do that either. But I was just like, I don't think y'all want to go here with 50 because 50 is like, I don't care. You can keep talking, you can bring it, and he's ready. So I'm just like, I think y'all might want to sit this one out. But now they done brought the child in the chat. So, and again, I know he's not a child, but it's like, come on. Like, come on, y'all. Where is, I want to do, I think I'm going to switch this around. And then I'm going to go back to showing the rooms that I finished. But I don't know. Y'all let me in the comments. Let me know in the comments below. I can't thank y'all and talking, thinking, and doing too much at once. But let me know in the comments after the videos or in the chat. Like, what do y'all think? You know, is Marlon beating a dead horse with this one? Should he leave it alone or should he keep going? Because a lot of people are saying, you know, no one is off limits when it comes down to criticism or when it comes down to um, any form of retaliation. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to mess up my mic. So if you hear a sound, that's what that is. There we go. Okay. I'm using a different headset. Like, I'm not using a headset exactly. I'm using a Bluetooth earpiece instead of my headset because I find for whatever reason when I wear headsets, I get like, it's like pressure on my head. I can't describe it, but so I don't really like wearing, you know, my earphones. I don't mind when I need to, but if I can like do my bills, my videos, lives, etc. without putting them on, I'm gonna probably wear my little Bluetooth because I'm blessed and fortunate to be able to have a computer now that connects Bluetooth without me having to plug in a what is it called, a dongle or extension. So this is the bedroom, and I'm loving this bookshelf. I did go back and kind of mess around with it a little bit, but I'm so loving it. And the bedroom, I'm not the bedroom, I'm talking about, Lord, did I say living room or bedroom? I'm up here talking about 50 Cent Marlon. I'm laughing in my head, y'all, while I'm telling y'all that. But this is the bedroom. I'm sorry if I said living room earlier, but I'm really loving the way that this is looking. I went with a curtain that kind of complements the rug. I wasn't trying to be too matchy, but I don't really use browns. I do tend to use green a good bit in my bills, but my next bill after this one is going to be very different for me. kind of like the neutral build that I did some builds ago. And I did this little pantry hallway. I think I told you I was kind of considering, like, trying to figure out what I want to do. And I ended up going with this kind of like pantry hallway type thing. Let's see. It's kind of hard to get the angle on it, but so basically when they walk by, you'll see like pantry goods and stuff right here in the arch. So that's kind of what I went with, like an open pantry. I don't know if I should pull this back more and make it like a smaller bathroom. I don't know. Hold on, let me see. Thought my keyboard was my stand was gonna collapse, but anyway. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and do the bathroom down here last, because I think I figured out that when the game is adding a family to the house is when there are bedrooms and bathrooms, because they have to have some place to sleep, eat, and do their business. So I'm going to do the bathrooms completely last. I'm going to head over here to do the bedroom and then go ahead and try to get maybe one of the kids' bedrooms. So I'm thinking of making this a nursery. And I'm tempted to leave one room empty because I don't tend to do that in my builds, but I think I am, only because I want to have room, to kind of expand. So what I am going to do is do like the nursery toddler room in one, and then do a child room here with bunk beds. And then I think I'm going to leave this alone. I think that's what I'm going to do. Just put up some curtains and maybe a plant, nothing too like over the top. And I probably will do like one more live on this house and move on to my next build, because my next build I'm hoping will be like more of a Christmas theme. So before I forget, I do need to add the Christmas tree in here. I'm liking the way this is turning out. Some more blues, browns, and greens in this house. So let me go ahead and get to my little bedroom here. If you hear like any subtle noises, it's my keyboard and my mouse. I'm using like a different mouse, and I'm liking this mouse. It's actually the mouse I use for my work computer. And I switched it because I was starting to notice I was having like pain in my wrist. And I was like, no. I have been working on computers for like years. And I was like, I do not want anything to happen in regards to my wrist. So I need to kind of figure out what's going on and get it corrected. So lo and behold, it was my mouse, because I have ergonomic mouse, and as pretty as it is, both of my mouses are actually ergonomic. So I highly recommend that if you work with computers or work on computers all day, like whether you're working from home or not, get an ergonomic mouse if you can, because it helps hopefully alleviate any future problems that you could potentially have. So the mouse that I have for my gaming computer, it's cute, it's ergonomic, but the grip is a little bit different. So sometimes with buying ergonomic mouses, you have to kind of figure out what works best for you, and that is not always easy. I think I'm gonna go with this. Yeah, because I'm trying to go with some furniture that is not too modern and not too traditional either. Ooh, those pillows are huge. I know this bed doesn't need anything but decorative pillows, but why not? Okay, that's too high. I don't want to do that. Oh no, that's too big. Like the color, but I just don't think it complements the bed. Ooh, that's definitely modern. Ooh, that's a vibe. Okay. What I want to go with? Hold on, that's a vibe too. Because I like those other tables, they kind of like stools, but I think, yeah, we'll go with this one. Because I feel like it's like a green gray. Yeah, let's go with that. Let me put my grid back on. But anyway, so I was talking about like the ergonomic mouses. If you can get one, definitely invest in one. But I will say sometimes it depends, because all ergonomic mouses are not created equal. You may find some that just like you don't like them, and that's pretty normal. So it's something to keep in mind, especially if you're gaming too, because you definitely can, irritate your wrist if you're gaming a lot, especially like with the Sims or Enzoy, especially like Sims and Enzoy. I'll tell you, I've been playing both of those games, and I swear I feel like my wrist is like, no, ma'am. Mm-mm. You can try this later on, but not this time. So I want to do a dresser over here. I'm into this whole putting like seating areas into the room now. Or do I want to do a stand? You know what? I think I'm gonna go with this. Switch things around for a second. Like this mouse, it really moves a little bit faster. That's one thing that I noticed too. When I first got it, I had to slow the speed down. The mouse was like zooming all across the screen. Let's do a mirror too. You can never go wrong with the mirror. Do I want to do a vanity in this room? Okay, I think I'm gonna do a vanity. Vanity or mirror? This is tough. Okay, so I think I do like that mirror. Let's see. This definitely very traditional. Let's go this route. Okay. It looks very weathered. When in doubt, change your furniture, clutter, accessories, anything out. Let's see. I want to get close to the color. Or you know what? I could go that route. That's the one thing about mixing Maxis Match with Alpha CC. It is not always easy to do because you may find that it's not exactly the right color. I think I'm gonna just do a seating area over here. Yeah. I was gonna do a big mirror, but I was like, I already have the vanity here, so I don't think I'm gonna need a big mirror. So let's look into some chairs. I think I have one that has kind of like, what's the name of that pattern? Like the buffalo plaid on it. Because I kind of want that Christmas theme in here. Okay. So even though I didn't do it in the master, I'm going to start implementing a little bit of Christmas decor throughout. You know what? Actually, let's do this chair here. Move this. Right here. And then I'm gonna grab another one of these tables. Do I want it over here or do I want it? Let's see. Kind of like this across from the bed. And normally I do a silent live. I decided tonight I wasn't going to do like a completely silent live. So hopefully you don't mind. Let's do green. I feel like the green would be better. I want like a little bit of a darker green. Okay, we'll go that route. Okay. Oh my gosh, y'all. I'm trying to get my doggone. Oop. Okay. Sorry about the noise, y'all. I hope I didn't wake up my house with that. Whenever I'm on live and I'm doing like lives that I'm talking a lot on, I like to have something like hot to drink. So that's another thing. If you're going to be talking on lives, a lot of people tend to have like water or juice or something. Most of the time I hear people say water, but I have both. I have water and something hot because talking for a living, you need something like hot to drink because it really helps with your throat. Before I got promoted to my the position I'm in now, I used to be in customer service. And if I ever need any story times, I'm your girl, okay? But I used to find that I would lose my voice a good bit. And one day, just years ago, one of my old co-workers at one of my former employers, she was like, you know, you need to start getting something hot to drink, because I would notice she would always have like 2 cups in her hand. And I never understood, like, what was in those 2 cups? Well, come to find out, one cup was tea, and the other cup was just like plain hot water. She would just do hot water. And then she would have like a bottle of water on her desk as well. So that's just a little life tip for you. All right, let's get a light put in here and a rug. Anytime I'm on live, or even in my pre-recorded videos, if you ever see where my screen is not moving, it's trying to load in the CC, y'all. I have a ton of CC, so it takes it a while to load it, and it's not getting any better. I'm literally downloading stuff. Right before I came live, I was downloading stuff. So I have a problem, and I'm okay with it. I do need to go through it though and see what I can get rid of. Do I want to do this one? No, maybe I want to do. Oh no, I like the light, but I just want it to be a different color shade. I want to do the gray. I want to do like a little bit of a lighter gray. Yeah, that's better. Why is it moving slow? I don't have a clue. Okay. Okay, so now let's bring in a rug. And I'm going to change this wall color too. I swear, these Bluetooths I have on, they pick up everything. I can literally hear every breath I take. That's, I don't even know if that's a good thing or not. But if I hear it, I'm sure y'all hear it too. Let's see. I don't know. I don't like the way that rug looks. Let's go with something else. I think this is gonna be more of my blue rugs. Ooh, that's a nice rug. I just think that I need to go with something else. No, that ain't it either. Okay. No to that one. No to that. Maybe. Okay. Um, what I may do is I may end up just like making this a silent live from here on out, because I know a lot of times people join me because I tend to do silent lives, but I try to mix it up for y'all so it's not, 100% silent all the time. It's just a mixture. See something? I swear these windows, they're bigger than like regular windows. So the blinds don't always go to the top or to the sides. Like, oh, um, I know I have some other ones. I should have just went to my favorites list and did it like that, because the right ones I need are in there. Let's try these. I have some long ones somewhere. Actually, I need the tall, yeah, the medium ones. Okay. Good thing I did not put the bed um where I wanted it right away. I've been trying to make sure I move the furniture like a little bit away from the wall so that it doesn't clip into the bed too much, or couch or whatever I'm moving around. Okay, so now I need to decide what color. I swear this mic is picking up or the Bluetooth one, like I'm literally picking up every breath. I don't know if y'all can hear it, but I can literally hear it in my ear now. Let's go. Yeah, we're gonna go with this dark green. I feel like that'd be nice. Okay, so I'm gonna crank up the music from here and let you enjoy the rest of my life in silence. I think I've talked enough. Y'all let me know what you think about the whole Marlon Diddy and everybody. I mean, not Marlon Diddy, but, well, that too. Marlon talking about Diddy because he said some things that people are kind of up in arms about. And Marlon with 50 Cent, and 50 Cent against everybody at this point. Let me know what y'all think either in the chat or in the comments below after the video is rendered. While you're here, please click that subscribe button. I really greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much for the thumbs up. I really appreciate that too. That helps. And share if you care, because it helps beautiful people like yourselves find my channel. If you love simulation type videos, builds, let's plays, this is definitely the channel for you to watch. So while you're here, click the subscribe button. It's free. It's not gonna hurt you. Just go and click it. You know you want to anyway. So go, just click it. Right? Anyway, all right. I hope you enjoy the rest of the live, you guys, and I will be back to check in with you once I'm not even gonna say completed with it, but satisfied I may only get to just this one room because at this point, the curtains and blind situation is starting to really annoy me. It's like, come on. Oh, that's nice. I think we need white though. Oh, okay. I wasn't expecting to go here with this, but yeah, let's just do this. That'll work. All right, enjoy the music. So I am almost done with this bill. I am waiting for the game to decide it wants to load my long list of favorites. So the only other things I'm gonna do is change the paint in this room and the room downstairs and find my Christmas tree that I want to put in the house. This one is going to be a little bit of a holiday themed. It's not going to be overly saturated with Christmas stuff, but I'm adding a few Christmas touches to it. So I have a huge list of stuff. I almost forgot what I wanted to put in here. Oh, no, that wasn't it. I was looking for something else. There we go. Can never have too many diapers. I'm gonna throw a few on the floor down here as well. One of my favorite songs is about to come up. Let's drop this down. What the world? I don't know if it's just me, but it's almost like every time I try to like scale things up or down, it's moving the wrong direction. So, and this is not the end of decorating this house. It's not the final look of it. A lot of times, like I tell you, I find stuff and I'll throw it into the room to be used later on. Is this the rug I want to use? Let's see. I'll just size it down just to put like in between. I think this is the right color. Stuff out of the way real quick. Now bring the rug in. Okay, so every time I go to pick up the other rug, I'm trying to layer it on top just a little bit. I like to scatter the toys kind of like all around the room because, you know, in a normal child's room, toys will be just about everywhere. Okay. Not loving the way that's looking. Okay. Maybe I should go this way. Let's see. Yeah, it's poking through the wall, so drop that down. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of this and we'll put this over here. Move the little rocking horse over. Okay, not perfect, but not bad. Okay, so put a little rubber ducky in here. Matter of fact, since I just saw the water heater, let me go ahead and put it in the lunchroom as well. And one thing I haven't done is hit save. So let me do that, and I'll be wrapping this up shortly. I have some more baby stuff here somewhere, but I don't know where it is. Go right over here. I need a small candle, a small light. Okay, that's blue. Like the yellow one. Oops. Let me bring this down. Okay, so it doesn't want to come over. So we'll put you right here. Okay, that's cute. So, last but certainly not least, I did forget to do my pictures, so let me jump in, do that, then change the wall colors and find the Christmas tree. I feel like I do have some kid decor. This, go that route so it's not too not too feminine is what I was gonna say, because I would like to go with like gender neutral stuff in my nurseries. So a little bit of kitty with a little bit of grownish items. All right, so this is gonna take a minute to search for. Well, it did say indoor plants, so I wonder if that's where the tree was, because I never know where these Christmas trees are. I think this room has the most holiday decor. Let's let it think. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for those who popped in, stopped by just to like see what was going on over here on the channel. I hope you liked what you saw, and I hope you'll subscribe while you are here, because I can't see who's here and who's not. So if you are there, definitely click the subscribe button. Since it's blue in the living room, I thought I had one that was blue. Did I pass it? There we go. You're gonna have a silver tree. I didn't want to do. Oh, that's so cute. Oh, so cute. Oh, that is so cute. Well, let's see. Let's put you here, and we're gonna come back and make a smaller one. Oops. Oh, let me see. I do want to just do one over here. I am truly in the holiday spirit. I did not think I was, and I'll tell you guys why in just a second. But I am definitely feeling the holiday spirit now. The craziness of 2025. Yeah, let's go with that one. Okay, cute. Let me hit save. Excuse me. So only thing I need to do right now is going to be changing the paint color on the downstairs room. We were able to finish 2 rooms tonight, which I've been really fortunate because in the last live I was able to finish 2 rooms. So at some point I will be finished with the house because I'm only going to do 1 more room upstairs and then the bathrooms downstairs. So I'm going to start with the bathrooms downstairs first and then do one of the rooms upstairs. So I do have this kind of like what do you call it? It's like a wainscoting, but it's not a wainscot, like a beadboard. Yeah, beadboard. So I think I might continue with that. I know for sure I want to do green, and then again I might change my mind. I might want to do something else. Let's see. Don't worry, I didn't forget to tell y'all why I wasn't exactly in the holiday mood. I keep forgetting I have new stuff in here. I have so much like new things in my game. You know what? That is kind of pretty. Does it clash though with the other? Let's see. That is really pretty though. I want to do this. I really like the other one though. Now, if only there was just like a plain wall that went with that, you know, with this like paneling on the end. Ooh. Where is that? Is it over here? That's kind of close, but not what I'm looking for. Okay. It's not the green I'm looking for. I may have to go with a paneling. Let's see. I know for sure I'm gonna get the green I need. Hopefully. Dang it, man. I was so close. This blue. This too green. You know what? Let's do a little red. Where's that like red at? So I thought I had like a burgundy red. I don't want to do another brown. Oh wait, if I can't do that, we could do like a tan or a light green. This one is that. Kinda sorta it. No. Let's look at this one. Yes. Okay. So it's kinda like that. Almost like that tan taupey green. So it doesn't exactly go with the wall, but it still pulls in a lot of the color theme of the room. Excuse me, y'all. I'm sorry. I had muted. What was I gonna say? I still need to add a little bit more clutter. This room is pretty much cluttered up. Let's see what we want to put in here. Might go ahead and just do the same like paneling up here if I can find a color I'm looking for. I'm liking like this burnt yellow color, but I don't know if I'm gonna find it. But the orange, maybe. If not, there is like this little tan yellow in here. It's the green. Man, I tell you, between finding CC and finding the right wall color, it's tough. Especially when you have a ton of CC like me, and I have a ton. Let me see. Before I forget my train of thoughts, because I probably will, I'm not gonna do a pattern wall in here. So let me just go back to the paint, and this is the color I need. Where's this one? I'm looking for either that green. That kind of works too. I want either that green or like that, the taupe color. So we're gonna go with this. Yeah, because if not, I will be here forever. So let me hit save. And while this is saving, I want to talk about something real quick, and I'll probably will address it a little bit in my next live, which I am hoping to go live probably tomorrow, but I might go live earlier in the day because I get off early and I have someplace to be, and then I'll come back and I'll probably do like an afternoon live because I don't get a chance to do those very often. I try to do them now on Saturdays. So if you are here watching me now, definitely join me on Fridays and Saturdays because those are the days I tend to go live. I didn't go live last Friday because I had classwork to do, y'all. But I just finished one of my modules last night, and I was so proud of myself because I aced it. I got 100. I can't believe it. Normally I get like an 80 or 95, which is not bad, but I was like, oh, I know I missed 3 on my test, and it came back with 100. I was like, oh my gosh. I was so excited. But that's here nor there. So I probably will do an afternoon live tomorrow. If you're interested, I'll make sure I post to the community and let you know. But this is what we have this far for the nursery / toddler room. We are definitely not done, or I'm not done. Not you, but me. Our living room, kitchen, dining area, our master bedroom, our open pantry, and then our guest room, which I'm going to play around with this a little bit more because I feel like I want to do a wall with this paneling on it would have looked way just like much better. Anyway, so that is the build thus far, and I will be decorating, of course, off live. So real quick, I want to talk about workplace stress, and I am going to touch on this most likely tomorrow as well. So I have been, as you guys know, I talked about this in several lives ago from a few months ago. I have been overwhelmed and stressed with work, and I found out on Monday that one of my coworkers passed away. And I'm gonna try to do this without crying. And again, I'm gonna talk about this tomorrow as well because I know everyone's not gonna see the entirety of the live. But I forgot to talk about it at the beginning because I like to start my lives and like it's on a high note as possible. But I had a coworker pass away, and we were not told about it until Monday, and she passed last week. And that's a story time in itself, which I probably will talk about tomorrow for sure. If prayerfully I don't forget to go live. But I want to say be mindful of your stress levels on your job because none of us know when our last day is. We don't know when we'll close our eyes and not wake up again. So even if you don't know a person, treat everyone with kindness if at all possible. And that sometimes is hard to do, especially in this day and age. Love on your loved ones. Make amends with those who maybe have wronged you. And that is not easily done. And I know this, and that's my testimony, y'all. I know this to be true. It is not easy to forgive, but life is short. God is calling people on home to glory, and we never know. We never know when the next day nor the hour will be. That's Bible. But this death took me by surprise because A, none of us knew, and B, even though she was my coworker, I'm trying to get through this without crying, y'all. So even though she was my coworker, she was also my trainer and a friend, or associate, you can say. It just depends on who you're talking to at the time. She knew her stuff, and she will dearly be missed. Again, I'm going to talk about this in my live tomorrow, but I just wanted everyone to be aware that workplace stress is very much real. And I'm not saying that's how she passed away by any means, but y'all know when someone passes, rumors and stuff start. And I'm addressing workplace stress because all of us that work full time have dealt with it at some point. So just try your best not to be as stressed on your jobs, if at all possible. I know a lot of people say the job market is not as good, and it's nothing out there, but there are other things out there, even if it's something that you feel is beneath you. you know if it means alleviating the headache of a stressful job, definitely go ahead and do it. So I want to thank you guys so much for watching. While you're here, please go ahead and subscribe because it does help my channel grow. Like the video, share if you care. This is dedicated to Tina. As always, be safe in those streets. Be blessed. I'm going to catch you in the next live or pre-recorded video. Bye.